Hi everyone, today we are building a fully automated professional expense tracker in Excel. I'm going to show you how to use everyday functions, formula, and conditional formatting to build interactive dashboard. As you can see, our dashboard is fully automated and interactive. Ours is currently green. If you actually go about spending 85, you would see that you're definitely on a yellow warning and the values changed. We have our income section here where you can always input how much you earned after the end of the month. If you get paid about £4,000, you can add that to this, and you would see that your balance immediately, gets updated. Over time, when you spend your money and your budget, you can always put them in here, assign a budget, and you would always see what your expense breakdown. Now, let's dive in and start creating this dashboard under 10 minutes. So the first thing we want to do is come in here and open a new blank sheet. Once we are in here, we need to firstly, take into consideration what are our category. Okay, we have under our category, we have this in here. Now, once we are done with listing all our category, the next thing we want to do is actually define our budget. So, for example, if you can look closely in here, our budget for transportation for the month is £100. So we want to define our budget. So we come in here and we type in our budget, £100 for this. Our utilities, we've got about, let's say that's about 850. Entertainment is 8,000. Okay, you don't have to worry about these numbers in here. We will change them up in here. You can actually change them to currency once I'm done populating this. Okay, now once that is all done, the next thing we want to do is to convert. Now once you're done with this, all you need to do is change the data type here to currency. Okay, now you don't have to leave it at double zeros, you just have to leave it at just one decimal point because that's really not relevant at the moment. The next thing you want to do is to turn this sheet, just this, into a table. You can do that by just doing Control T. Okay, it will ask you um where's the data. This is the data, my table as headers. That's okay. You click on OK, and right now we would actually just play around, change the table format um from here into something like this. Yes, we just change our table into this, and I will explain to you further why we need to put that. Now that we've successfully made this into a currency, the next thing for us to do now is to just define the structure for our chart, and that is very simple. We have to use the if error function, and that is just to take away the errors on the cell, the funny errors on the cell. If it pops out, so that equals to if error. Okay, you can see what the if error will do in here. If you're new to Excel, tab, all we want to do is check the spent over budget, and this is just to give us indication of how we are doing in the month. Okay, we close the bracket and we say okay. Now this is actually in numbers. You can see it is 000 because there's no value in here. Now if I come in here and I spend about 80, you can see that this is now is 0 0.8. Now we're making good progress, right? We need another one for expenses and we need another one for balance as well. Okay, the next one we want to do is to come over in here and we type in income. Okay, expenses. Okay, now our income is the value in here. Now our expenses is what we spend in here, if you to get what I mean. So now what we want to do is here, the cell in here is going to be the expense cell. That is what we've actually spent. Okay, so this is gotten by equals to the sum, okay, of everything in here would be our expense. Okay, you can see in here it is actually automated. It's actually telling us already this is 80. Now we need to make this currency, change the data type to currency, and that's fine. We need to change this data type to currency. If you don't, all we want to do now is to actually get our balance. Okay, that is the value in here. Okay, minus expense. That should be our balance. So our balance is equals to this minus this, and you get okay. And you can see now that our balance is currently 80. However, if I put in a value in here as 4,000, okay, you can see our balance automatically gets updated. Okay, and all we need to do is just to make this currency, and we'll fill this on. You can see we are almost getting there with all what we're actually doing at the moment. Now, before you come in here and start inputting your data values, I want to actually show you something. Now, for us to get the values of the graph that we have on this page, which is this one, it is quite very simple. All we want to do is get our category in here. Okay. And now what we want to do is, after putting our category in here, we have to come to the budget, Control C. We have to put our budget in here as well. Okay. Now that we have everything almost set up for us, all we want to do is now go into our conditional formatting to ensure we are in the right place and everything is working fine as we want. Now we want to click on every cell in here. We come to conditional formatting. Okay, then you can come to new rule. That's what you do. Then after coming to new rule, you have to come to format only cells that contain. Okay, now from this cell value in here, you have to do less than. So this is to tell us when we are in a good position. So if it's less than 0.8, that is if you've not spent 80% of your income, you are of the budget for that particular category, you are still okay. You come to format and you can use this green in here. Okay, and that's good. You click on OK. You can see everything is currently just spread out on this guy currently. Now we want to come to conditional formatting again. Okay, we have to come to manage rules. You need to click on stop this, then you need to come to new rule again. Okay, then you have to select only cells that contain again. Now, the cell value this time around is going to be between, because we are going to do the yellow warning sign. No, that's greater than. We have to do between. Okay, now between we have to use 80%, that is 0.8 to just 1. Okay, now we have to format this as yellow. Don't forget, this is just to tell us a warning sign if we are almost, in there. Now, the last one we want to do is the red sign. That is when you've overspent. So now to come to new rule. Now we have to come to only cells that contain. Okay, now the cell value this time around will be greater than, and the value in here is 1. Okay, you format it as red. Okay, stop if true, apply, and okay. Now to ensure our conditional formatting is working fine, we need to do a very brief test. So for our entertainment is 400, and what if, imagine you've actually now overspent and you spent 800 on that, and you can see it is telling you red, red, red. That is, you're doing way more than that. Okay, now for us to do this, we need to actually look at our cell. We don't want these values, popping up in here, so we have to do Control 1. Okay, now it's going to ask us the number. All we want to do is come to custom, and for custom you can see I have this colon colon colon. You can type it if you want, but for this class I'm just going to type colon 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 3 times. Okay, and I click OK. You can see it's gone. Yes, working perfect. So entertainment is going to go back to about 400, just for you to see. It's yellow, so it's still, you've not overspent. To make our dashboard a little bit much more pretty, we have to take this away. New cell. Okay, then you need to take out these filters on here. So it is currently, if you click on this, Control Shift L takes that out. Okay, and what we want to do here is just to make this, format this in a little bit of the way this really looks. Okay, you can actually use a different color from mine if you want. So you want to change this color to I believe it's this color, and you want to leave this as white. Okay, now for the entire text of this column, I have actually used this particular font for consistency. We will use that font as well. So this is all looking good as well. Green bar for the income. So income is green, and we use a lighter shade of green here just to tell us what income is like. Expenses, we know what expenses is like. It is always red. We have to use a very red, close to red color in here to tell us. And this, what color do we have for this? That's blue. We can always use a blue color for this, and I'll use this blue this time around, and we'll play around this to use this as well. I think I'll change this color a little bit. I'm going to use this one to make it a little bit light. Now we can see if you look through our charts as well, it is not looking too good. I'll show you how to do this in a second. So we do Control 1 as well, then we come to border. Okay, when we come to border, we want to use one of these guys in here. So I'll click on this. Okay, and I'm going to click on the color to be white, and for this color I'm going to select this. I'll select this and I'll select this, so it's going to just put the white border in that field for us. So if you click OK, you can see the difference making more sense now. If you want, you can try and see how the graph is actually looking. So if by the time you spend 600 on this, and you can see interactively it is working as we want it to work. You can also come in here and do the final piece, which is the data graph. Now if you come in here and you come to insert, come to recommended charts, you can see the various types you can use, but I'm not going to go with the pie chart because we have large category well for the data. Now we come in here, and if you can look at the graph, we need to tidy this graph up to look a little bit much presentable, to be honest. Now All we want to do is we don't need the axis. We might still call on it very soon. We take out the grid lines, okay, and that's looking more fine for us, fine and pretty. Now we need the data label, not the data table. We need the data label in here. So if you click on the data label and you click on these data labels in here, you have to come to format. Now what we want to do is to select this text. Come here. We use the white color. Then we select this text. I mean, we select the box, the bar chart. I mean, and you come down here and you bring it down to about gap width 60, yes, thereabout. Now you select this text again for consistency. You need to change it back to the fonts we're using, and you can bring it down to size 8 if we want, and I will tell you why we're using size 8. If you come on here, we can also use this as a blue and this as a white. Expenses league is actually being set as well. So what we want to do is our graph is almost there, but this guy is going to actually cause us some pain. I'll take this guy and I'll bring this guy up here, okay, and I'll just make this guy color black, and I'll tell you why in a few minutes. Now I need to increase this guy. I need to increase this guy as well. I need to increase this guy as well because we are going to try to make this graph a little bit smaller, and we might fall into a few blank space. Okay, now we want to close this down a little bit, and for now I now you want to select this and you want to fill with this color. Okay, you can come in here, Control C. Now I'll do Control C, Control V, pop that one in here, come to this guy in here, make it red, and now you can just come to this cell and type warning. Okay, what else is there?